Hello, this is Anchesenamon Sims and welcome to the second part of my Civil Registry Park speed build. I already built the outside and I did that before I even started recording any part of my Let's Play, but that's actually not too bad because the exterior is basically, the building itself is basically a two-story block and one-story block right next to it. With some pillars in the front. So it's actually not a very complicated building. So I don't think it's too bad that I forgot to record that bit. But you know, I forgot to record another bit again, but I will talk about that later. I'm just not really used to recording when I'm building, because I just get so into building that half the time I forget. So you do see me build like the second floor and part of the first floor in this video, and I recorded what I did upstairs. So I recorded what I put in the rooms upstairs and whatnot, and then I took a break because I think I had lunch, and then I wanted to do the downstairs, record that as well, and I completely forgot. So that is kind of silly. So by the time I was finished with the entire interior, I figured, oh no, wait, hang on, I forgot something, and that was it. Anyway, this building has different functions. It's as it's called a Civil Registry Park. This is actually like the Civil Registry Building. So you know, if you want to know something about your ancestors or your descendants or whatnot, no, not descendants, your ancestors. You can't look into the future, you can't know anything about your descendants, but if you want to look something up about your ancestors, then you can actually, you know, you can go to a Civil Registry Building and where they have all these files and you can look into it and whatnot. And that is basically what I need for my Let's Play, My Life as a Ghost. So I needed to build such a building, and as I explained in the first part of this speed build, I decided to turn the whole thing into a park. But what you see, what I'm building here is basically the ground floor is linked to the wedding venue that I also already built and that I did not record. I'm very very sorry. But in the sunroom, you have like the wedding venue. You have like the aisle and the wedding arch and whatnot, and piano and whatnot, so people can get married there. And then on the first floor you have like a little seating area and a little coffee area where people can have dinner and whatnot. What I basically did in the downstairs area is that I placed a table and a coffee bar, so you can hire a barista and they will make you the most wonderful coffees, but on the table you can just put whatever food that you put in your inventory. So you just, you know, you make a couple of meals you know, for your guests, and you just put them on the tables and people can just, you know, go get their food. But there are a bunch of tables in there as well, so you can after the wedding you can have a party as well. You can either do it inside in the on the first floor, or you can do it outside on the patio bit that I showed you in the first video. And in front of the wedding venue, the sunroom, you have like reception area where people can wait and have a chat and you know, before the actual wedding. So downstairs you have like the lobby, you have like a reception desk where you can ask questions, and you have the whole wedding bit. Upstairs you have the registry office. So I've just put a bunch of bookcases up here. So well, they're supposed to be like, I don't know, like big bookcases that has all these huge volumes with information about all kinds of people in it, you know. So basically the registry itself, like just imagine an old dusty kind of room with all dusty kind of big volumes that has the names and dates and whatnot of all the people who were once born and got married and all that kind of stuff. So that's in the part that you see me built right here. And in the other part I put a bunch of computers, also bookcases of course, and file cabinets because that just seemed, you know, right to me. I added these, I don't know what you call them, these little things with text on them. Because they remind me of like those kind of signs you see on the sides of bookcases that will tell you what part of the alphabet you'll find in this row. So that's basically why I put those plagues or those signs up there. You know, that they're supposed to be the alphabet. So it makes it a bit easier for your sim to, you know, supposedly look up their ancestry. Or something. I don't really know. I don't really know what else to say. I just, you know, you can watch me decorate the top floor. And then at the end of the video, you'll see my sim, Elizabeth Greaves, and her descendant, Jonathan Collins, and his kids, Lizzie and Amy, as they just spend the day here at the park. One funny thing about this park actually is, and it has nothing to do with my build, but because it has to do with the park in the city. I found when before I demolished the original park, and you know, whenever I would take my sim to that park, there were hardly any people there. They tend to gather in that little on that little square before the big park where you have like the food vendors. That's where you see a lot of people, but I never really saw that many people in the park. And when I took my simmies to the park, there was no one there but them. But the lot works perfectly. I hired a barista who made wonderful coffees, and you know, they used a computer, they had a barbecue, the kids went to play on the pirate ship and whatnot. So the lot definitely works. But for some reason, there aren't that many people. There weren't any other people on the lot, and I think it has to do something with the lot itself. Because if you demolish the lot, you cannot assign it a different kind of function. So you cannot turn it into, I don't know, a bookstore or a restaurant. It's a pre-designed kind of lot. You cannot change its function. So I haven't changed anything with that because I just couldn't. But for some reason there weren't that many people, even though it is supposed to be like a park. So I don't know if that's a problem with the lot itself. I'm thinking that it must be, because the lot worked. But you know, it's kind of quiet, which is actually nice. If you do want to use it as a wedding venue, then all you have to do is, you know, invite all your guests to this lot, and you'll have a lovely private party. Without any strangers wandering around. So yeah, but you know, I build it for the purpose I build it with a certain purpose for my Let's Play My Life as a Ghost, and that's what I'm going to use it for. And well, I hope you'll like it, and that you would, you know, consider using it as well, because it is a fun lot. Your Sims can definitely spend a whole day here and have fun as a family. So yeah, I'm just gonna add some music because I think I talked long enough about all kinds of stuff. I don't know what else to say. So I'll leave you with some music, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!